Do you have any public speaking tips? Yeah, many of them. That's actually a field I've received coaching in and stuff back in college. Do not hold a paper that is flimsy and moves. If you need to hold something, let it be something with a bit of a backbone, you know, like some kind of folder, something that is solid. Small if it needs to be small, okay? Ideally, you don't want to have big blocks of text. You want to have things highlighted, or better yet, streamline notes for yourself, right? That's one thing. Important thing. Do not pace back and forth too much. It's okay to do it a little bit, but don't do it too much. Try to lock eyes with people in the audience. This one is really, really hard, okay? It's really, really shitty, and you're gonna feel like an idiot, but record yourself. Record yourself. Practice in front of a mirror, watch it back. You're gonna learn so many things. There are so many mannerisms, like things that people do that they don't realize until they watch themselves. If you can, ask people for feedback. If you're practicing in front of a group before you do it against the judges or something, obviously you wanna ask them how you're doing. When someone gives you feedback on if it's a presentation or something like that, do not ever interrupt them. That is the #1 sin that you never want to commit. Let's say you did a presentation, right? And this is why I think puppies could actually replace the railroad system if we grew them and we could put a saddle on them and ride the puppies. Like, no matter what, if someone's telling you, actually, I think that's not a great idea, you let them finish and you don't go like, no, actually, that's not what I meant. Like, be very polite when you receive feedback, okay? Depending on what kind of presentation and public speaking you're doing, be ready for an interruption, okay? Be ready for an interruption. Have a little something like, you know, ready so that it doesn't catch you as off guard. Say that you're giving a presentation and something goes wrong. The slide doesn't go what it should. The light turns off. Some people lose the momentum because they practice and practice and practice saying it all at once. And once they lose the momentum, they cannot find themselves back in, right? So practice your speeches or whatever you're presenting in segments, right? And have a little canned joke or whatever. Be like, yeah, well, it's a Monday, guys. You know how Mondays work. Something silly like that just to get you back in the groove. If anything happens, right, just expect the unexpected. In some types of presentations or debates or discussions, it's also extremely possible that someone in the opposing team or in the judging panel or in the audience, if that's even a thing, might ask you a question. And sometimes you will not have the answer to the question, right? It's really important that you do not discredit yourself by saying something like, actually, I don't know that. You know, there are ways to handle certain things, such as, yeah, I see why you would want to ask this question. I see why you think it's relevant, but we're going to cover over the things in the rest of the presentation that might actually help your doubts. I don't want to give you inaccurate information. So if you don't mind, I'm going to move on to my next point. That could be a thing you could say, right? At one point, your speech will arrive at a natural conclusion, right? Never end it with, and that's my presentation. I hope you guys liked it. And that's my argument, and that's it. And now my time is up, and that's it, guys. Thank you. Like, try to, if you can, have at least a one simple prepared response to end every segment or end the whole presentation, right? Whether it's something like, and guys, I hope that through this presentation, you have seen why the issue of women's rights is so important. It's a topic that I feel very close and dear to my heart. And I hope I've been able to transport some of you, transfer some of this concern to you and show you some alternative view worlds. Thank you so much for your time. Bam, perfect, right? Exactly. You don't want to go like, you don't want to look like you've been interrupted and, you know, and you're caught like deer in headlights or whatever the heck, right? So that's important. What else? What did I overlook? Okay, so for some of the tips that might not be applicable to everyone, right? But that may be applicable to you. Some people, unfortunately, have things that they believe hold them back during public speeches. Maybe it's a tic, maybe it's a speech disorder, right? If the people that you're talking to are open-minded and they know about it, you don't need to acknowledge it. You don't need to apologize for it. It's all completely fine. If you think you're speaking to an audience that doesn't understand very well, you will be like, all right, guys, hello, my name is Alex. Today I will be speaking to you about why dolphins are a morally corrupt species. And just so you know, sometimes you might hear me stutter. This is a speech impediment of mine. I hope it doesn't get in the way of me conveying my point, which is that we need to kill all the dolphins, right? Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. So you can acknowledge, if it's going to make you feel better, you can acknowledge it quickly at the start and then move on. And that's completely fine as well. What else? What else? What else? What else? If you can, if you're going to give a speech in an auditorium or a big room or whatever, it really helps to go to that room before. You know, ask the staff, hey, can we come here to prepare to do the same thing? Like, it is sometimes one thing to practice in front of your mirror and you do it perfectly, and then you stand in front. Take the window, take the window. Amazing. To practice in like a small room, and then you see yourself in a place that is completely alien to you, and it is very like jarring, right? Am I dumb, chat? Am I the dumbest idiot ever? He's still on them, right? Where are they? Okay, a bit further now. So yeah, if you could rehearse in a similar space or the same space as where you give your presentation, get a bit used to it, you know, get a feeling for the room, see where you will sit and where you will be looking back at the slides behind you or whatever. Ideally, I should have let her hit me with M1 just to check for no hit, but hey, that's pretty good. Amazing job, team. Wow. Okay, what else now? Okay, this is also super important. Make 2 versions of every single PowerPoint slide that you have. I have lost count how many times in college I have seen people show up and be like, hey guys, here's my little USB drive. Can you plug it in and open the presentation underscore 0001 final PPX PowerPoint slide? And then it's not compatible. And then the formatting is wrong. And it will probably catch you off guard. It could throw your momentum off and, you know, make an otherwise flawless presentation into a regrettable moment. Always bring your presentation in a couple drives. Have it in your email just in case the one drive gets corrupted or stolen or whatever. Very important. Save a PDF one. Even if it doesn't have animation, save a PDF one just in case. Some other formats are not readable. PDF is open. It can be open on any web browser, so it's very safe. Right? Which window will I take to get the heck out of here, guys? Amazing, thank you, my friend. Oh. Am I doing this wrong, chat? 10 seconds, I think I make it. 100%. Amazing. If she waited perfectly, maybe she would hit me right at the edge, but then it's a quick little heal tech from them. Alright, chat. Practice in 45 minutes? Yo, what's up? Yeah. 45 minutes, guys. Got it. Someone asked me for advice, we're gonna deliver it. What else? Make sure to have a small bottle of water with yourself in case your throat runs dry. Be sure to show up a little bit ahead of time. It's often common to be nervous, and if you're nervous, you're gonna start pissing your pants and you're gonna wanna go to a toilet. It's always bad manners to show up late. If you show up early, shake hands with everyone, show that you're excited to be there. That's honestly half the battle, whether it's a job interview or anything else. Yeah, that's all I can muster up right now, but I hope that helps a little bit. Big hugs, and good luck with your public speaking.